Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I thought I'd show you around an LED light bulb, and the reason being is that every time I buy these they don't seem to last as long as I would expect them to. And I've seen a video before about somebody taking one apart, and I thought I'd have a look myself. This particular one I've probably only had a few months, I think, and I just one night I happened to be sitting there watching telly with the light on, and it started to do like a strobe light effect and sort of freaked me out a little bit. So I thought I'd see, tear it down and see what happened to it to find out why it went out on me. And I've set up my phone now to try and do the video where you can actually see what I'm doing with both hands now, which is a little crude setup, but I think it might work quite well, hopefully. So anyway, the first thing I noticed with this bulb then is that you can prise apart this bit here, which I will admit I've done this already on this bulb, so I had to put it all back together in order to make this video, so just bear with me on that. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually just pull this off. I had to put something in there to wedge it apart, but now it comes off quite easily. It just pops on and off. So I'm going to pop that there aside, and then what I did actually before I did anything else, I put this back in the light socket and tested it as it is, like this, to see what's happening. Because when it went out, it was still working a bit, but it was just flashing on and off and on and off. So I wanted first of all to see if the LEDs were still actually working in there, and when I put it in, they were all flashing on and off. So that showed me that all of the LEDs were still actually working. So I went down a bit further, and you can see there are two screws in here, one there and one there. So I'm just going to take them off again. Now we'll just say one other thing, for safety reasons. I don't think anyone should work on mains electrical items unless they have some safety knowledge of what they're doing. I don't think it's too safe to do stuff if you have no idea what you're doing, so be very careful with doing this sort of thing. So you take the screws out, and there's two little metal pins there that I noticed this just pushes over the pin, so I could actually flick that out, bearing in mind I've done it already. So it was glued in a little bit. You can see some edges of glue on there. So I'll put that aside, and then you can see inside now, hopefully. Okay, so as you can see, I've managed to remove the circuit board out of the chassis there, and when I first initially took it out, this component here, which I'll now show you, this bit here, as you can see, is a film capacitor, and completely has melted out and burnt out there, and that was in that piece there. So I pretty much figured that that's why it's gone out. So what I did, I purchased some more of these off of eBay for only about £1 or so, or a couple of £pounds with postage, and I thought I'd try one out and see if it actually makes it work again. So I'm going to solder one in now, and then see how it goes. Okay, so I have soldered in another one of these film capacitors, and fingers crossed it's gonna do the job. I shall try it now. Okay, so I put all this back together again, and when I tested it, it still wasn't actually working. It was still just flashing on and off, and that was a bit of a disappointment, really. So I took it apart again, and I had a bit of a closer look, and what I missed the first time around was, even though I saw this capacitor had burnt out, like you see there was another one which I'll show you, which was just above it, which was actually this one. You probably won't be able to focus on, I probably won't be able to focus in on it, but it's a 3.3 microfarad 400 volt capacitor, and because I couldn't see it from, I couldn't see the bit underneath. Normally when they blow, they bulge out at the top, right? But this one bulged out at the bottom where I couldn't see it. It popped out here. So I had no idea that I'd done that, because like I said, you couldn't really see it, was hidden away. So fortunately I actually have some other components here already, and I had another capacitor which was almost the same value. It's about the same voltage, but the same value, near the same value. Slightly bigger, so I popped that on there. It's a little bit bigger than the other one, so I've had to move it aside to fit it in the chassis. But when I did just now, I tested it and it was working. The bulb was working again, so I was quite pleased with that. So anyway, thank you for watching, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you like these videos, and if you do, keep watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.